So, more Has-Been Hotel leaks. These have been out for a while. The last time we listened to a song um that kind of went against a lot of theories that the fans have had over a certain character and who possibly owns them. Now, spoilers ahead. This is a song being sung from season 2. So if you do not want to be spoiled, don't watch it. Okay? I don't need the comments below. I mean, in fact, it's probably right there in the title saying major spoilers. Do not watch if you don't want to be spoiled or something like that. So either buy now or buy now. But Loot. Now this song is really good. It also kind of, if it takes place after the events of, them, Heaven attacking the hotel and Adam's now dead, uh she may or may not have created a version of Adam in her mind to kind of help her cope. Because in the song you can clearly hear Adam. So she might be having a mental breakdown. And Loot is already crazy, and like she is crazy. Like she got to the point, like there's episode 8, right before they attack the hotel, Adam's giving that whole speech, and he's like, we're gonna, destroy the, go down and destroy some ass. She's like, destroy that demon ass. And then he's like, oh yeah, you all remember Vaggie, and Loot's like, rip Vaggie's cunt mouth out her ass. And even Adam's like, we just chill, Loot, fuck. Like that's too much for him. So she was already crazy, but after Adam dying, who she clearly loved, like she was like a devout follower of his, but she did genuinely care about him. And I think the smile that we saw as he was dying was him kind of acknowledging that someone did care about him, because his first wife left him, his second wife left his second wife left him, but he was Loot, always there for him. And I think as he was dying, he kind of realized, hey, someone did love me. But then we see her Loot in heaven, or when she's back in heaven, she goes to Lilith and like, yep, you need to stop your daughter because she is really messing things up for us. But and I'm sorry I'm talking for so long. I'm giving you people plenty of time to leave. So, the people who don't want to be spoiled, you have no excuse at this point. If you're still here, you have no excuse. So you must want to be spoiled. But this song, oh, you guys ready for this? This is good.
I'm going to kill every last one of them. Does no one know who you're dealing with? Think I'll let it go, forget and forgive. The rage in me is terminal. There's no remedy but to burn them all. I still love you, my mission's incomplete. Only a traitor could consider making peace. The princess has to pay for what she did that day, for what she took away. Storms coming, I can see the clouds. No running's gonna save you now, and heart rate is gonna fall down like gravity, like gravity. Ask for an access, you won't be a threat. Love them as you're gonna get my hands wet. The flood's coming, now you can't bet on tragedy, like gravity.
So you can hear not only her sing, her voice. Oh my god, this song goes harder than it should. But you can clearly tell this is like when shit happened that day. So I'm assuming after attacking the hotel, Adam is killed, and quite frankly, it is kind of his fault. He could have walked away. I mean, Lucifer was about to end the guy, and Charlie stepped in like, no, Dad, he's had enough. And that's when Lucifer's like, how's mercy taste, you little bitch? But then, as he's going off on everyone, like, do you know who I am? I'm Adam. I'm the, I'm the first, I'm the original, Dick, and like you should be worshiping me. And that's when Nifty and Um, so he could have ended it. He could have just gotten up and just left. But no, he'd rather stay and like, oh, I'm the original Dick, and you all should be worshiping me, and blah blah blah. But her voice, God, she has like one of the like one of the for the females, she's definitely one of the most powerful of the voices. Um, when you listen to you didn't know the one with when you know the trial or the meeting or whatever you want to call it with Charlie when she goes to heaven, uh that whole thing, like all the voices are great, but Lute comes in with a what are we even talking, you know, that it's just like her voice is the most powerful in the room at that moment, and it's so good. It's
You think you're Hell's Street savior? Will you still when I return the favor? Take the one you need, make you watch him bleed. Pull your break thinking how you couldn't save her. And you were there when they needed you. The only soul who's ever completed you. Maybe then you'll get a little heated too. And understand why this is what I need to do. Storms coming, I can see the clouds. No running's gonna save you now, and hard rain is gonna fall down like gravity, like gravity. Eye for an eye says you won't be again. Locked in the blood, gonna get your hands wet. The blood's coming, now you can't fit on tragedy, like gravity.
told you it goes hard, it really does. And it sounds we knew this would eventually come back to bite him in the ass anyway, but Vaggie allowing her to live, allowing Lute to live instead of just finishing her when she's, you know, got allowing her to rip her arm off and so we knew it was going to come back and bite her in the ass. So it kind of sounds now she's got a personal vendetta out against Charlie, and I assume Vaggie is on the hit list. It's like you took away I mean, it's a typical you took away the person I loved and cared about. Now I'm going to take away the person you care about, which is Vaggie. I mean, they're dating. So, you know, Charlie would care the most if something happened to Vaggie. Um she knows she can't fight Lucifer, so she's not even going to attempt to fight Lucifer. Lucifer would just he would take her down as quickly as he was able to take Adam down. Um, and no one else in the hotel would. I mean, they're all important, and she does care about everyone, but obviously she cares about Vaggie the most. So I think it's now Lute who is gonna possibly try to take Vaggie out. But you know, uh, which is also interesting. She might do it from the shadows though, because Lilith has to take orders from her now, essentially. Um, because if she wants to stay in heaven, she's kind of has to do this. But I've said before, I don't think Lilith is going to really go through with whatever plan. I think after Lilith goes back to hell and then she spends some time with her daughter again, that she's going to kind of realize that, hey, I don't care. You know, I don't care about getting back to heaven now. You know, it was great while it lasted, but I see that my daughter needs me. My husband is, you know, is not the same man he was. He's confident again. He's in you know, in Charlie's life again. You know, he's more attentive than he's ever been. Um, so, and after seeing that, I think that's really going to fuel Lute's rage. Knowing that not only does Charlie have her father back, but her mother is now on her side. Uh, Vaggie is still alive, and I think the final confrontation of that season might be Lute. If this is that's what we're getting from, that's at least what I'm getting from the song. It's like, you know, throughout season 2 is apparently going to focus on like the V's, Vox and Alistair's history together, but I think the overarching villain of season 2 is going to be Lute. She is insane, and if she's hearing Adam's voice and she's created like this manifestation of Adam to cope, she's completely lost it. And of course, it's not like a conscious thing where it's like, oh yeah, Lou, maybe you shouldn't do that. No, it's going to tell her, it's just going to reinforce everything she's already thinking, because it's not to be meant to be a conscious, a conscience. It's meant to be like reaffirming what she wants to do. So it's not going to be like, oh well, I'm going to go down in there and kill them, and it's not going to. He's not going to be like, oh yeah, well maybe you should wait and do that. It's like, oh, go ahead, do it, kill them. So, and that's just gonna, her mental state, her stability is just going to keep just chipping away until she completely loses it. Which I would love to see a battle, a more fair battle, because Charlie against Adam. Charlie did well, but Charlie has a better chance against Loot than she did against Adam. I mean, let's face it, Charlie is super strong. I mean, she is the daughter of Lucifer and the first woman, Lilith. So she's incredibly strong. So I think people don't give Charlie enough credit. She is incredibly strong. But against Adam, yeah, she's not strong enough for that yet. She's not that level yet. But Loot level, yeah, I think it would be a great fight against her and Loot. I mean, look at her and Loot and Vaggie. Vaggie was able to take her. Technically she could have taken her out. But yeah, I think the mental state, the Loot's mind breaking after Adam's killed, it's gonna hit a moment where, we see her with Lilith and she seems stable enough, but there's going to be a moment where she snaps, where she's gonna start hearing and seeing Adam. We're gonna get this song at some point, and this is gonna be like that moment of her breaking completely. And yeah, that's a mentally broken Loot is a scary Loot. Also, I love the flood. Flood, takes place in heaven, biblical references, the flood, Noah. Loot, you're so clever. Will you break thinking how you couldn't save her? Like that right there, that's saying that Loot is going after Vaggie. Not only is Loot pissed because Vaggie spared her life and showed her mercy, but they also killed Adam. So it's like double the insult. It's just adding insult to injury. So she has a vendetta against Vaggie. She's got the vendetta against Charlie. And what better way to get back? Two birds with one stone. Hurting Charlie by taking out Vaggie. The two people who have slighted her the most will be dealt with. I don't think she wants to kill Charlie right now, at least. I think she just wants to hurt her. Like, you took away the person I cared about. I'm going to take away the person you did. And that's why she says that. Thinking about how you couldn't save her, wishing you were there when they needed you. But then again, that sounds like she's going to go after the only soul. But yeah, the only soul who's ever completed you. Yeah, Vaggie is like a soulmate. They're together. They love each other, and And then this is almost like a challenge. It's like, maybe if I do that, maybe you might do something about it. Because I want you to do something about it. I want you to confront me. Because despite the fact that she wants to kill Charlie, she still can't really, because they were kind of forbidden to kill any hellspawn, and demon hellborn, which Charlie is, which is why Lucifer got involved, because Charlie's not supposed to be touched in the extermination, but Adam was going to kill her, so that broke the deal. And Lucifer just poof. So that deal is still in there. I mean, it's one thing that was decreed was that, Hellborn couldn't be touched by angels or the extermination. So I think Loot's going to try to provoke Charlie into a fight, so that way she has a reason to kill Charlie. But obviously Charlie's the main character, so it's not going to work. Um, yeah, the yellow text is Adam. But it's such a good it's such a good song. Now Sarah also has a song that was leaked. Um, hers is, I think, more contemplating whether or not it's worth, with the exterminations, which kind of ruins a theory of mine, saying that I hope that Emily kind of chooses to be fallen and goes to hell, and it kind of forces Sarah to reconsider whether or not it's worth doing it anymore now that her sister is in hell. Um, but yeah, right now we're talking about loot. But again, a mentally broken loot is a scary loot. She wants Charlie and she wants Vaggie. So she can't kill Charlie unless she provokes Charlie enough to fight her. So she's going to try to take out Vaggie. She may do it personally, or she might have Lilith try to do it. The person you would never expect, because Vaggie would expect Loot to do it. Vaggie would not expect, say, Charlie's mom, who just happens to come back. Like, oh yeah, I'm here to see my dear daughter. I've missed her so much. So no one would expect it. But like I said, I think it's not going to happen though. I think Lilith's going to have a change of heart and not want to fulfill anything. So that would also just break Loot more. It's like, okay, she has her family, she has her girlfriend, she's still this Charlie still has everything while I have nothing. So, which will break her even more. And then I think by like the final episode of season 2, we'll be seeing Loot with another, with the exorcist or whatever coming down and trying to attack the hotel again. But anyway, 17 minutes, man, I could go on forever with this. It's just really interesting. But let me know your own theories about it. I also did a video about, it's a pretty recent video as of right now, involving other characters. So you might want to watch that so you can add in your own 2 cents, which in this economy isn't worth much anymore, but I'd still like to hear it. But yeah, Loot. She's done cracked. She's done cracked like a bad back. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. That's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.